Interactions with the worlds and communities outside of one's immediate social context inevitably lead to questioning of purpose and deeper core values. The 2010 documentary Wasteland by Lucy Walker draws on this as a central result of the human experience. However, it critically goes on to showcase and validate the range of culminated resolutions individuals may come to in their self-actualization journeys. Wasteland critically explores the human experiences in the Jardim Gramacho landfill in Brazil. The director Lucy Walker uses an array of directorial techniques, including non-diegetic sound, camera angles, and shots like those you see here, as well as input of interviews and specific cuts of footage to represent the emotions and the experiences of the Catadores and Vic. The conduit of this experience is the artist Vic. We as the audience stay with him throughout the film and see his transformation of expectations through the interactions with people outside his immediate social context. Walker uses Vic Muniz as a subject to explore the challenging of expectations as he gains insights into the true human factor of Jardim Gramacho. He displays an inconsistency of human behaviour as his assumptions are explored through interactions with Catadores. This experience, allowing Vic to see the world differently, lets the audience analyse his behaviour and the outcomes of human interactions outside his immediate social context. Vic's journey to transformation is told using camera angles and powerful dialogue from interviews to convey significant milestones of his transformation. The film starts with archival footage of Vic in a talk show establishing his high reputation, then shows artwork in a gallery symbolising skill and status. When we are introduced to Vic, his morality is high. He wants to help save the people of Jardim, juxtaposed by tone-deaf assumptions when he looks at the Google Maps site, assuming Jardim Gramacho is the place where everything not good goes. Walker uses sequence shots to convey Vic's perspective using Eames powers of 10. An establishing shot captures the landscape of the favelas. Before we meet any Catadores, wide long shots with noisy diegetic sound of the garbage meets Vic's original expectations of danger and dehumanises the Catadores, seen picking from the garbage alongside crows. Take a listen for yourself. As he gets to know the Catadores and their own individual and collective experiences, he realises they have a strong sense of community and self-worth, contradicting his original saviour complex. This interview at the end of the film powerfully captures Vic's journey and changes of values. He started with nothing and wanted everything. He has altered his values to observation of nature and survival needs, not materialistic ones. This approach and journey is validated by the directorial decisions in Wasteland. The film also validates the distinct self-actualization journeys of the Catadores themselves. While their core values are enhanced by their experiences with Vic, they reach different resolutions, and we see their journey instead marked by higher esteem. Jardim Gramacho is met with expectations of violence and lack of self-discipline, but these assumptions are challenged in the film when we are introduced to the strength of the community and the selfless individuals. See here a screenshot from the film where the Community Sustained Recycling Centre is announced. This draws out an inconsistency between expectations and the reality portrayed in the film. As Wasteland progresses, we see Catadores like Isis and Magna develop as their find motivation in difficult times. Through making of the artworks, their identity within the community is challenged. They don't want to go back. Magna, a powerful figure in this documentary, is dignified with high esteem from the first time we meet her, despite the lack of social mobility that brought her to Jardim Gramacho. Walker uses a talking headshot to draw on what Magna says of the job. She doesn't take on board judgment and instead allows it to fuel her honest work, as it's better than turning tricks at Copacabana. Isis is another Catadore whose values are challenged through interactions with Vic. She happily introduces herself to Vic. Walker chooses footage so we can see her as happy and quirky, but this is just her outer shell. We see Isis in 2 interviews throughout the film where raw diegetic audio is used to validate and voice her experience of traumatic relationships and bad luck. After grief and personal trauma, she was forced to turn to the landfill and struggles with the work and finding her self-worth. Inspired by previous artworks that capture dignity and despair of the individual's existence, Vic conveys her misery as a Catadore. Through the process of the art installation and through the support of those around her, Isis comes to discover her true value to others. Critically, the reactions of both Magna and Isis are validated by Walker in the text, leading to a more diverse understanding of this key result of the human experience. The interactions with the art community from the outside world have the power to transform the manner in which the Catadore perceive themselves and their value to others. We see through the way that Walker captures them as individuals that these people are all different. They all respond to the experiences with Vic in different ways. The experience Magna and Isis gain from these interactions don't alter their identities, their purpose is what changes. They take advantage of the experience and seek out family, which is important to them and was restricted beforehand. Here we have seen the diverse self-actualization journeys of both Vic as a conduit for the Western audience and the Catadores. Walker's style of filmmaking validates this key element of the human experience and the variety of forms it can take for individuals.